Here's the front entrance. You got a standard size closet on my left. You can see the trim work pretty much everywhere in the house. The baseboards have to be redone. They're pretty ugly detail work, as you can see. The flooring here in the kitchen totally has to be redone. It's pretty rough. You could easily just pull this junky floor up and put some new linoleum in, or some new ceramic tile. Linoleum would definitely be a lot easier. These cabinets are in decent shape. They're not new or anything, but you could easily spruce them up with white paint. Get rid of the wallpaper at the top. Change the light fixture to something a little more modern. And then put some fancy knobs and hinges on there. Even the backsplash is not terrible. You could just put a brand new countertop on there. It would look nice with a new sink. The house comes with nice appliances, surprisingly, so you could probably get those included in the deal if you ask for it. Alright, then you got all this space here where if you really wanted to spice it up, you could add cabinets on that wall. Off of this side here, you can see there's a nice big living room area. Okay, with a nice big bay window. These floors are not terrible, so I think these floors are pretty doable. We could definitely keep these. I think tenants would like them. It's just accentuating the trim and using a nice paint color to accent them will be the key. Now this here is where the second unit will be. So what we'd have to do is basically put a wall here, going right up there, up to the ceiling, and then squaring it off so that this here, right there, becomes a door which opens to the basement. And of course we'll just put a lock on that door so no one will be using that, but that way if you ever want to sell the house in the future, it's saleable. Now the other alternative is don't build that big wall and then just install a door right here at the bottom of the stairs. And again, you can just lock it down there so the two units are separate. Anyway, going up the stairs, they're not bad. You could definitely use some better trim work in the corners. You can see the detail's not very good, but some DAP and caulking would fix that and make it look a lot nicer. Okay, I think all the ceilings need to be painted as well. You can tell they're kind of dirty looking. See that? So we might as well just paint the whole house. Ceilings, walls, trim. I'm going to redo all the trim anyway. See there? It's not even finished. Oh, it pretty much just fell off. And there it's non-existent. The top here looks like this landing's going to need new floors. These are in rough shape. Alright. Coming into the bathroom. These tiles have never been grouted, which is not a huge deal. You could just grout them because they're not a bad looking tile. This doesn't look very nice because it's cracked. It's easily fixable though with a replacement piece there, and then a new piece of metal transition strip. And if we replace the floor and the landing, all this ugly floor, with maybe a piece of carpet or a piece of scrap flooring from somewhere else, you could probably find flooring that almost matches this and just redo the landing to clean that up. Anyway, back to the bathroom. It's got a decent vanity. It's got some strange paint on it or something, so I mean, you could probably paint it. It's kind of stiff. Door doesn't really close all the way. Could just be the adjustment on the hinges. Decent vanity top though, a nice faucet. I'd want to paint all these walls and the ceilings white. Probably put a nicer light fixture on there. The tile surround here is interesting because it only goes up 3/4, which is silly. You should really go all the way to the ceiling with that. There's also no transition. There's no trim on the edge, which doesn't look very finished. But in addition, they didn't grout these gaps. They just filled them with silicone, which is weird, but it's really not terrible. Although, actually, I just noticed that. That is terrible. You pretty much just want to... You're going to have to spend... And look at that, too. Big hole. It's just rough. I would probably just redo this tub and tile surround. So you have brand new tub, brand new fixtures on the walls there. Yeah, brand new fixtures there. Those are really old. Get a new tub that doesn't look so dirty, because look at the thing's filthy, you know. Alright, go right to the ceiling with it. That's what I would do. And then I would grout these floors the same color as what we put on the tile tub surround. So the grout ties it all in together, and we'll get a tile that looks very similar to this floor to go up on the wall. Then once you put new paint on, it's already got a decent looking toilet. This bathroom will look like new. Again, it just needs new trim everywhere. The trim work is just awful. Whoever slapped that together. Big storage way in there. It's nice. You can see the master is a nice big bedroom with a big double closet. Okay. See that? Beautiful big bedroom here. Fantastic size master. I think tenants really like that. Okay, and then in this room, good sized room. It's missing some closet doors, which is not a huge deal, but so that's the upstairs apartment. That's what I think the upstairs needs. Not too much. Now, one other thing you might want to add is probably a washer and dryer, maybe set up in the kitchen, covered by some cabinets for a main floor laundry facility. You could either do it there, or you could build out a wall here with a wall going up and make a cabinet and put a washer and dryer set up there. I'm not sure. Maybe you could even somehow fit it at the bottom of the stairs here, so it's not intruding on this basement apartment, but it's still usable for the upstairs tenant. Down here you got a nice big bedroom with a closet and a huge window. So for a basement tenant, this would be fantastic. Imagining, of course, that this was closed off, right? So their apartment, the basement apartment, ends here. You got a big room there, and then over here you got another nice big room. Big windows. There's their own private entrance right at ground level, which is really sharp. So they're not walking down a whole bunch of stairs. Outside, they've even got a big deck. Nice big wooden deck with a fence. You can't see it in the video. It's too dark out, but it's there. Alright. They got a front hall closet, which is actually quite nice. Place for their shoes and stuff. It's actually good flow. Now, if it was me, what I'm thinking is we remove these doors altogether. This whole wall goes. This whole wall in the center, gone. Wipe it all out. Open this whole section up, and then turn these two rooms into the kitchen / living room area, which would be much better coming right off of the front entrance. Having the kitchen along this wall in the corner, and then you can have, you know, this side over here, the living room with some, you know, a couch under that window, a couch here, a coffee table in the center. This whole section would be open concept, kitchen on that wall, living room, big windows, really nice. Imagining, of course, that these doors are gone. This whole wall here is gone, and this wall separating the two rooms, we'd get rid of that too. Wouldn't have to mess up the ceiling. We could just keep a small bulkhead running about that high all the way across. We'd have to redo the flooring though, which is fine because these floors are not really that nice anyways. Coming down, what else is great is this basement is pretty much finished. It's tacky, but it's updatable easily. We could paint all this wood out white, paint it all white, and then paint the top half a nice neutral tan color to accent it. It would look really pretty. Okay, coming down. But the cool thing is the electrical's already done, and most of the drywall and finishing work's finished. It's pretty much just paint and carpeting that's required. Come down, and on the left-hand side, you'll see we've got a furnace room with a decent-looking furnace on it. It's probably about 10 years old, which is not bad. I'd say that's actually pretty good. But here's what I'm talking about. At first glance, it looks kind of ugly, but when you think about it, look at all the work that's done. All this drywalling, mudding, taping, framing, bulkheads, it's all done already. All you got to do is paint the ceilings a fresh coat of white, paint the walls a nice color, and paint all this wood white, and it'll look beautiful. Right there, that's a little fruit cellar. I would turn that into a walk-in closet. And then I'd build a wall right here, going straight across, kind of over to follow that line in there. And this here would be where I'd put my entrance to my bedroom. And it'd be a one huge master bedroom with the window right up there shining into the whole room. And it would be a huge selling feature, especially with a walk-in closet. And then on my right-hand side, you've got your bathroom in the basement, which is conveniently located right off of the master bedroom. It's really not in bad shape actually either. Just the trim and the flooring could really spice it up a bit, but it doesn't need a lot of work. The only thing that this apartment is missing is new carpeting, which of course needs to be addressed. But other than the new carpeting, it also needs a shower. So what you could do is build a shower room. I'm just trying to think here. Oh, look at that. There's laundry there. So there you go. The basement tenant has laundry already. Perfect. And it's already enclosed. I would ask for those appliances as well. Okay, so that's nice. It's all ventilated outside. You just got to find out where you put the shower room, which could be off of the master bedroom somewhere, since the guests, when they're visiting and hanging out with the tenant, don't need to use the shower. They just need access to that. So you could always figure out another good spot to put the shower, maybe somewhere off to the side or in the corner. I'm not sure. Maybe convert that washer and dryer into a stackable and take half of that huge closet space and turn it into a washer and dryer, taking advantage of the plumbing that's just sort of sitting there being wasted. Other than that, you've got a decent sized window, which, believe it or not, all that glass, that whole piece pops right out, which is nice because that's good for a fire escape. But if you want to make that bigger, it never hurts to turn it into a nice big window for just $500 or $600. And then this, of course, will need to be done. It's going to run you around $1,000 for a new panel. But other than that, I'd say it's a pretty good house. That's it for now.